Hi and welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is my spoiler sort of recap and best moments for the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Chat to me in the comments below, which was your favorite? What bit did you just love so much that just stood out to you and like, yeah, this is what I was expecting. But for now, let's jump into it. I was really hoping we were going to get to see Falcon or Bucky pick up the shield and fling it and bounce it in between them and use it in the fight choreograph scene. I guess that's going to be a big moment and still coming. But I was a little bit disappointed we didn't have that straight away. However, we do see Cap Museum and we see the Falcon giving this amazing speech and you see him thinking about should I have actually taken it up? But the fight sequence with him, with Falcon at the beginning, you get to see how I don't know that we've had an extended sequence just with him, just on his own. We get to see how trained he is, his aerial dogfight maneuvers, taking on multiple helicopters, and then flying through that helicopter, grabbing the guy he needs. I just thought it was so cool, and it really kind of showcased, it gave us an idea of how talented he is. So though he doesn't have the power of Captain America, what he stands for is very much, I guess, crafted in the image of the Cap kind of persona of what he stood for, and I feel like that's the closest. But he is a bit of a half, not quite that, and so we kind of need the other superpower, the half, that is Bucky Barnes. I felt like if you put those two together, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you kind of get Cap, which is why they're doing the series, obviously, and we're gonna get that. But I just love that intro. Again, when we get the intro with Bucky, we see him fight some guys and we're wondering when it is, and then you see that bit where he's about to execute, and that plays a big part in this episode where we see him, he's obviously with the father of the son that's been killed and he's trying to come to grips with. You see him wrestling with telling the guy because the guy doesn't know, and so that's why he wanted to know, and he's fighting with the demons of his past by Hydra, and I love that. So when he's playing battleships, you see even then, like, he doesn't really know how to be human. He's been fighting for 90 years. Just some really great character moments. Apart from his fighting, I think the character development for Bucky was particularly good. I also like the character development for Falcon with his family. We haven't seen that before, and so we get a real insight into what it means. What does it mean to live outside of being a hero? And do they get paid? No, they don't. It's not like, hey, here's a fund for your superheroes. And so his family business, you know, the fishing, the trawler is going under. They've remortgaged the house, and even when you're the Falcon or an Avenger, they won't allow you to, you know, on your name, because you've saved millions or billions, they still won't give you the money they need. And so you get a real world tangible feeling about your characters here. So even though they're heroes, we now have a really kind of human characteristics to them, which I think adds so much weight and so much kind of oomph to the beginning of where the story is going to go in the future, so that they're really setting it up. I'm looking forward to what else we get with the characters that we haven't quite seen yet. There's mention to Tony Stark tech, which is, you know, a little bit of nod towards the others. It did feel a little bit Iron Man in those flight sequences, which was great. I thought the Henry Jackman score here was excellent, a great composer. And we see a little bit of the beginnings of who our bad guys are. We have the one superpowers. Obviously, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier haven't met up yet. And so when we see our first super soldier from Flagmasters, they're kind of hinting at, oh, is it Bucky who's doing this? And so I'm guessing that's where it's going to come to a head in storyline. He's going to be contacted. It's like, what are you doing? I don't know. But it's definitely a super, as in they have special skills. They steal the money from a bank. They're the new villains. And so we just get a little bit of an inkling of our bad guys coming to fruition. I'm hoping that they'll develop that a lot more in the second episode, because we need a threat. We need a bad guy to root for our good guys. So yeah, I think the first episode was a lot of fun. I do hope they kind of move up the storyline as well as quickly as they can. We only have, I think 7, 8 episodes. So this series is going to fly by. You're going to leave us wanting more, which is a good way to leave us though. But I'm looking forward to the kind of buddy cop team up as soon as possible. I hope that happens in the next episode. Let me know what your favorite moments were. Who's your favorite character out of the two? Like, if you had to choose. That's a difficult one for me. I like the Falcon, but I'd probably go Bucky. Captain Bucky, Bucky O'Hare. Captain Bucky O'Hare. Thanks so much for watching this, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.